Today, we're installing a full Auxbeam light setup. That means ditch lights, fog lights, and the switch panel to control it all. Super hyped to get these on because this is gonna be perfect for my setup as we're gonna be taking it some crazy places. The cool thing about the switch panel that we went with is you can control it from this controller or your phone. The lights that we went with for this build are pretty sweet as well. For the ditch lights, we went with the V Ultra series from Auxbeam. They have side shooters in them. And then for our fog light setup, we went with 2 of the 3-inch X Pro series. One set of them is fog lights, and then one set is spotlight / combo lights. And these are gonna be replacing our factory fog lights. What's super cool about these lights is you can either go with the amber lenses or the white ones. They come with the lights.
Real quick before we start the install, shout out to Auxbeam for sending out some of these products to test. As always, I'll keep it real and let you know what I actually think. If you're interested in any of Auxbeam's products, I have a 15% off code that you can use. I'll put it right here and it will be down in the description. Let's get back to the install.
This is everything you get with the Auxbeam switch panel kit. Everything from mounting brackets, wiring, add a fuse, and even the stickers for the switch panel itself. Luckily, we don't have to drill any holes. We can just use the stock mounting locations for other things in the engine bay. This is where we're gonna be mounting it. Right here. If you're doing this on a GX like I am, this is probably the best location to mount it. Doesn't really take up any space in the engine bay, and it's a nice clean look. And then the control panel itself will get mounted on top of this, clean and simple. And lucky for us, Auxbeam also provides all the nuts and bolts that you will need as well. Before you go any further, don't forget to disconnect your negative cable on your battery. Now we're gonna start wiring up our switch panel. The wiring setup is pretty straightforward on this. Negative goes to the negative and your positive goes to the positive on the switch panel. The nice thing about Auxbeam is you can route all the wires under this. Same goes with your negative. Route it through and then attach it. Next up, we are going to be adding in our add a fuse for the switch panel. In my case, I'm going to be tapping into the heated seat fuse, putting that 20 amp that I took out onto the add a fuse. You want to plug this in first, get the wire you just cut, shove it into the connector. And then I also added some heat shrink to it. You don't have to do this, but just to make sure water stays out, I'm gonna heat shrink it. Now we're gonna mount our circuit breaker on top of our fuse box. You can use these screws supplied with Auxbeam's kit to just tap it in. So far, this is what it should look like mounted up. Everything's going from the control panel to this, and then our negative will go to our battery, and same with this positive from the circuit breaker. So we're gonna get those wired up. Now we're gonna go ahead and wire in our wiring for our actual control panel. We have to route this to the inside of the car. For me, I'm gonna go through this firewall. There's a firewall back there that I'm gonna shoot it through, and it's gonna end up by the floorboard. We got the wiring through the firewall, and now we can go ahead and mount our actual control panel inside our vehicle. I went ahead and put the mounting bracket in place of my old ashtray in my GX. And then this will bolt on right there for a nice clean look. And we're gonna route the wire through this and out there so you can't even see it. Honestly, that is a perfect mounting location. You can't even tell the wires there. Super happy with how that came out. Now we're gonna hide all the wires from the firewall, and then we'll get putting on some lights. We're gonna start with our ditch lights first. They're going on the hood. Mounting these boys is pretty simple. Since we already have our ditch light bracket mounted, we get to just throw these on and then leave the wiring because we're gonna pop the hood and throw it on under. And then you're gonna finish tightening this with a 13mm. And now we can pop the hood, throw this under, and get our wiring all sorted. Now all we have to do is take the wiring harness to the light that we just mounted up, plug in the wiring that Auxbeam gives you, and then make sure you strip your wires. For these ones, they have a DRL, so we're gonna wire these to a separate switch. Make sure you wire them as a pair because remember, we have 2 lights on both sides. That's somewhat what it should look like. And now we're gonna test them out, see if they work. That should just be our ditch light. Would you look at that? They are working. Those look phenomenal. Super happy with how that turned out. With the switch panel that we have, you can change it so it pulses. I'll show you guys that at the end of this video, but this looks insane. Stick around because this is gonna get a whole lot better. We're gonna be putting 2 3-inch lights right here. If you're a fellow GX owner, you have to take out your fog lights, and it's pretty simple. There's just one 10mm bolt back there, and then it literally just comes right out. We are gonna have to do some cutting right here, but we're gonna get the Dremel out and finish it off. We're also gonna have to drill some holes for our lights. First, we're gonna mock up the brackets to see where we wanna put them. This is what I'm thinking for the bracket setup. So we're gonna have to drill holes right there and right there. Setting up the actual lights with the brackets is pretty simple. You just wanna make sure you install this bolt before you screw them on, because with this installed, you can't get this bolt out or in. Make sure you got a lock washer and a regular washer on there, and then just tidy it down. It should look something like this with this sticking out. So we're gonna go ahead and get these installed on the GX. Feed your wire through the back, and then finagling these in is kind of difficult for a GX because it's so tight of a fit. But if you just kind of push it in, I found that it works. To make it a little bit more rigid, we're gonna be using these washers and then our lock washer, and then tightening down our nut. And now for our other light, same process. Feed it back there, finagle your way into the hole. We're gonna tighten this down with the same thing that we did for this one. I'm hyped to see how these look. It should look pretty good. That is our finished product. Super happy with how that turned out. Now we just have to wire them up, but should be super easy because all we have to do is plug them in and then put them into our switch panel control area, and then we're good to go. I think my game plan for routing them to the switch panel is gonna be going through this. I'm gonna route the wires down, connect them, and then go along this rail to the box. Our lights are all routed and ready to be wired to the switch panel. Make sure you label which one is which because you don't wanna mess up the wiring on the other side. And then for the wiring on the other side, we went down through here, wrote it across, and then it goes all the way across the section and comes out right here. All of the wiring for all 4 of our lights, and we're gonna wire them into the control panel. Both of our lights wired up together, and now we're gonna tap them into the 2 and 3 slot in our control panel. All we gotta do is loosen up where the wires go and then stick the wires in. We're gonna have our spotlights in the 2 spot, and our fog lights go in the 3 spot. Now when we hit the 2 and 3 switch in the car, both our fog lights and our spotlights should turn on. They are working. Those look sick. Both sides of our lights are working. Let's put some stickers on this control panel. That is all of our buttons that we have wired up. We got light bar, spotlights, fog lights, ditch lights, and then our DRLs to our ditch lights. We're gonna turn all the lights on to see how it looks and make sure everything still works. Those boys are bright. Our last thing to set up is our remote control for all the lights. All we have to do is route this to our control panel, and we can mount this somewhere in the engine bay. Piece just mounts right here, and then you can put that magnetic piece anywhere in the car. I just put it on the body. Now this should be able to control our lights from this remote control, which is really cool. All right, let's give it a quick test. That's so sick. We're gonna go into the mountains and show you more on how this control panel works from your phone and the different modes it has. We have made it into the mountains, and now we're gonna show you what this control panel is all about and all of its features. It's pretty sick. Inside the app that the switch panel controls to, you can control the lights. You can switch it to any color you want. You can adjust the brightness, and you can pick out your icons for all of your switches.
And then one of my favorite things about this switch panel is you can control the different modes it has. It has toggle, which is just plain, and then momentary, which how many times you tap it is how many times the light goes on and off. And then you have pulse, where you can adjust how many times it pulses if you want it slow or really fast. And you can customize that for each one of your switches. I'm gonna show you the pulse version real quick because it's pretty cool. We have all of our lights switched to pulse, and we're gonna tap them all. It's a light show. Like, you can't say that's not super cool. And then with the tap of a button, you can turn them all off. So just that alone is super sick, but you also have a remote control for all of the lights. So I can just hit any button and they all come on. And then with one button, they can all turn off as well. One of my favorite things about these ditch lights is they have these DRLs. So when I'm driving, I can have these on, and then also the actual ditch light itself. Next up, we're gonna test them when it gets a little darker out. But just a sneak peek, because we have a full review video coming soon. Stay tuned if you wanna see a full review on all the lights, how far they reach, how bright they are, all that good stuff. That's coming soon. Forgot to mention, this is also magnetic. So I have a magnetic mount right here, and it just plops right on there. Looks nice, paired next to the switch panel itself. If you want a light setup just like this, all the links will be down in the description from Auxbeam. Fast shipping, great products, and at a good price. 3 wins in my book. If you're an off-roader or overlander and you're looking to upgrade your lighting setup like I did without the headache of wiring issues and all that nonsense, this switch panel is the way to go. And all of these lights, I'm very happy with them, and they're gonna look good paired next to our new lift and tires coming soon. But full review on the lights will be coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a good one. Let's do one more light flash before we end off the video, shall we? Come on. Lighten up the whole road, and it's daytime.